Hello friends, welcome to another weekly top-down analysis video on the gold and GJ. So as usual, we will start with the monthly time frame and then we will go down to lower time frames, weekly, daily, 4-hour and 30 minutes time frame. On the 30 minutes time frame, I will also talk about how we can find out trading setup for the scalping and the intraday trading. So without wasting any time, let's get started. We are on the gold monthly time frame, so we can see that on the gold monthly time frame, this was a resistance, and we can see that so we had resistance. Now we got the 2 monthly candle close above this resistance now, and if you look at the last monthly candle, we closed with a weak body and a rejection to the upside and to the downside. Anyways, we close above the resistance, and now we can see the current monthly candle has already created some kind of bottom wick. So now there is a pretty high probability, the price on the monthly is going to go up to basically fill this wick on the left hand side. That is something I see on the monthly time frame. Now let's go to a weekly time frame to find more details. On the weekly time frame, we can see that we have a resistance right here. We have a resistance and we have a support. We can see the last weekly candle close bearish at the resistance, and we have a support pretty close by. So if we close below the support, the next resistance, the next support is right here, right? So if we basically get a closure below the support, the price can come down to the next support, which is right here. Also, we have clean range on the left side. At the same time, if we get a closure on the weekly time frame above this resistance, we have a wick to fill on the left hand side. So there is a pretty high probability price will come up to fill this wick on the left hand side. That is something I see on the weekly time frame. Now let's go to a daily time frame to find more details. On the daily time frame, we can see the market structure is bullish as we are making higher highs and higher lows. We created a higher low, higher low, and right now the price can come up, and basically we are maintaining this bullish market structure on the daily time frame. Also, we can see we have this resistance right here, and if we talk about the support, this is the support. The next support is right here, and the next resistance is right here, right? So basically, the price is trading in this range at the moment. So, like if we get a daily candle close above this resistance, we can see that we have a wick to fill on the left hand side. So there is a pretty high probability price will come up to fill this wick on the left hand side. At the same time, if we get a closure below this support, we have clean range on the left hand side. So there will be higher probability or pretty high probability for the price to come down to the next support, which is right here. So that is something on the daily time frame. Now let's go to 4-hour time frame. Let me delete all these lines. Now on the 4-hour time frame, it looks like the price is kind of coming down. So we can see that we created a lower high, then we broke this low and we created lower high, and right now the price is kind of ranging. So we can see if we mark our support and resistances, we can see that we have the resistance here. Also, we can see that resistance, and resistance, right? So this is going to be a pretty strong level. At the same time, if we talk about the support, we have a support right here. And let's move it a little bit lower because we have support right here. So now the price is between this support and resistance. The next support is right here, and the next resistance is right here, right? We can see we have resistance, we have support here, right? So now the price is ranging between this resistance and the support. If we get a closure above this resistance, we can see that we have clean range on the left side. Also, we have this wick to fill, so there will be a pretty high probability for the price to come up and fill this wick on the left hand side. Same thing to the downside. If we get a closure below the support, we have clean range until this point, and then we can manage our trade, and this is going to be the final target. So basically, if we get a closure below this support, there will be a higher probability for the price to come down to the next support, which is right here, right? That is something on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's go to 30 minutes time frame, and let me clear all these lines. So 30 minutes, we can see that basically we have this resistance, which was a strong resistance at one point, and then what happened? We basically broke all these resistances, created a new high, and then the price came back below this resistance. So we can see that we had resistance, kind of resistance, and so like price broke above this resistance, and we closed back into the range. Now again we found resistance at this point, so this one is going to be a pretty strong level. And now if we get a closure above this strong level, then we can see that we have a clean range on the left hand side, so there will be a very high probability for the price to come up and fill this level on the left hand side. So that is something to the upside. Now to the downside, see that we have the support, and then we have support a little bit lower as well. So we'll be looking to take short below this level, because the next support can be right here, because we have this wick to fill. So if we get a closure below this level, below this support, and we can see the clean range and this wick to fill on the left hand side, so there will be a very high probability for the price to come down to the next support, which is right here. That is something on the 30-minute time frame to the upside and to the downside, like what we can look for when the market is going to open up on Monday. Now let's go to our second pair, which is a GJ. And let me clear these lines, and let's open the chart of GJ with the monthly time frame. If we look at the monthly time frame on the GJ, we can see the market structure looks very bullish, because we are just kind of making high highs and higher lows. So we created a high, higher low, high, high, higher low. So price can come down, or we can continue from here as well. The market structure is very much bullish. Now we know that we had this support on the monthly time frame. We had this support. The last monthly candle closed below this support. So now there is a very high probability for the current monthly candle to come down if we break the low of this bearish candle, which is closed below the support. If we close back above this resistance, then there will be a higher probability price will come to retest this level. And if we get a closure above this resistance, there is higher probability price will come to this level. So that is something. On to the downside, we can see that we have a clean range for the price to go down. Now let's go to a weekly time frame to see what is happening on the weekly time frame. On the weekly, we can see that we have kind of fake out, because why we are saying that, because we can see we had a support, and then here price closed below the support, and the next weekly candle, or basically last weekly candle, closed back into the range, back above this resistance. So now we have this level and this level. So this one is going to be the final level, and I'm personally anticipating that there is a very high probability for price to come up and retest this high. So that is something I see on the weekly time frame. Now let's go to daily time frame. On the daily, we can see that we have this level, which is the resistance. Now if we look here, we can see that resistance, support, resistance, resistance, and we had resistance. So this is a very strong level, and if we hold this level, there is a very high probability for the price to go up, because we have clean range to the left hand side until this area, right? So in this area we have the next resistance, and then resistance here. Now it all depends upon what the next daily candle do. So basically we'll have to see if we hold this level or not. So now the next daily candle, like as we know, this is a level. So like if the next daily candle kind of suppose we kind of open up, grab the liquidity from this area, then I see a very high probability for the price to fill this wick and then continue going up to this area. This is something I am anticipating on the daily time frame. If we hold this level, if we break this level, we can see that there is a also very high probability to come down, because we have clean range on the left hand side. This one is going to be the first support, and this one is the next support. If the price close back into basically close back below this support, so that is something on the daily time frame. Now let's see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we made this kind of very big move to the upside. So price can come down for a pullback, to continue going up, or we can basically, come to the downside to retest this low. And more details like, let's mark our zones. So we can see that this one is a level, this one is a resistance level. We can see resistance, 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 right? So very strong level, right? Now, if we, at the same time, let's also mark our support, like next support is right here. And if you break that support, next support is right into these areas. To the upside, if you break this level, I will say this one is going to be the next resistance. So now we know that, okay, the price is ranging between this level and this level. So if we get a 4-hour candle close above this level, because no candle has closed above this level before. So if we get a 4-hour candle close above this level, there is a very high probability during a high volume time, we can anticipate the price to go to the next resistance, which is right into this area. The same thing is to the downside. Although we have clean range here, same thing is to the downside. If we get a closure below this support, right? We have the support. Last time we got a bounce from here. So if we get a closure below the support, we can see clean range, clean range, clean range. Basically, price moves very smoothly in this area. So if we get a closure below, there is a very high probability price will go to the next support, which is right into these areas, right? That is something on the 4-hour time frame. Now let's go to 30-minute time frame to see more details. What is happening on the 30-minute time frame? 30-minute look like a kind of bullish because we are kind of making higher highs and higher lows. We create a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and we created a new high. So market structure is very bullish. There is very high probability price will continue going to the upside. Right? At the same time, let's mark our zones. This one is a resistance, and I will mark this one as a support because if we consider like higher high of this market structure, then this was the previous higher low. So I'll be looking for short only once we break this level, because the price can come down here and bounce from here as well. So I'll not be looking short until we break this level. To the upside, we'll be looking for a long once we get a 30-minute candle close above this level. Also, let's see what is happening on the left hand side, if we can find any details. Okay, so like we have a level here, right? And the next level is then right there. So above this level, let's measure the range from here to here. It's 13 pips. So it's not a very big range, but also it's not a very big resistance on the left hand side. So basically, if we get a 30-minute candle close above this level during a high volume time, I will anticipate the price to continue going to the next resistance during a high volume time like section or the New York section only. And for the short, I'll be looking for short once we get a closure below this level, right? Because this one is the higher low of this uptrend. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis of the golden DJ from the monthly to the 30-minute time frame. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.